Rufaro, and I'm the recruitment partner here at YouPro Contact.
My name is Tatenda. I'm IT support administrator.
My name is Kudzai, and I've been working at YouPro for 8 months.
So I started off as a call center agent, trainee, if I can put it at that, as we were just sat, the three of us, to join a city as we started with Phil. And at that time, we were still learning how to really use our personalities to be able to communicate any product or service over the phone to the point where someone who you've never spoken to before, would start to believe in it and then obviously buy into it. So if you had asked me this when I was in high school, is this something that you see yourself doing? Obviously, I was really a shy girl. I would have said, if I can't speak to my own family, what makes you think I could sell something over the phone? So fast forward, with a lot of training and a lot of support from the organization as well, I then climbed the ranks and I became a team leader. At this point, believe me, I was really shooting in the dark because all I knew at this stage was, okay, you just need to be able to use your personality to sell something over the phone. Team leadership came up, which means now I had responsibility of more than 10 people on my team to ensure that not only do we, get that campaign running, but we also need to ensure that all of the people on that team have some sort of emotional intelligence to be able to handle this job. So I think that level of responsibility really, awoke a lot of skills that I had inside that I never thought I'd be able to, use in the future. So, bear in mind, the company is growing at a rapid pace. You start off with 10 people. Next week, you have 20 on your team, and you have to write reports and ensure that everyone is at speed with everything that's going on. And, it wasn't the easiest thing, obviously. I had to ask myself very difficult questions in which, I'm thinking, am I really going to be able to do this? The hurdles were just getting higher and higher. And I was thinking, what's really going on, right? And seeing as the company was growing as well, a new position came up. And in college, I'd studied social sciences as a social worker, and it's always been my dream to be able to work with people, understand them, get to place them in positions that work best for them. So a new position comes up, recruitment partner, and as you can imagine, I'm right there. I really want to get on top of it. And once again, I'm shooting in the dark, and I'm obviously trying to learn, new skills to ensure that I get the right people into the organization. So I can definitely say I've discovered myself, well, not fully or to the fullest extent, but I've definitely gotten the opportunity to learn bits about myself, how to handle pressure, how to sell something, obviously. And I believe that if you start to learn how to sell anything, then you can definitely stand in front of absolutely anyone and speak your mind without having to think twice about it. So I think my confidence has, gotten a big boost. I won't lie about that.
So working here has definitely been an interesting part of my life, and I'm actually grateful that I just stumbled across the job vacancy and went forward to apply, because if I hadn't, I would have missed out on such an impactful chapter in my life. So moving forward, as I go forward with my destined career path, I am grateful for the skill set that has developed and cultivated for the time being that I was here. So I'm just going to share with you a few takeaways of my time being here. Most on top of the list is definitely learning how to deal with rejection or failure. Obviously, here you're going to definitely come through very hard no's, left and right, and no one really likes rejection, right? Here you're definitely going to get hit with hard no's, left and right, but some rejection is disguised as blessings. So here at YouPro, I have learned how to cope with that by tapping into my strengths and support systems to overcome challenges and converting it into a learning opportunity in order to bounce back from it. So, and this in itself does build resilience as well as character. Another thing is that I've been able to enhance my leadership skills and as well as develop my emotional intelligence. So EQ is a critical factor in helping you determine if you will be the leader that you envision yourself to be. So I believe that I do have a pretty high EQ, and that has helped me to develop a positive work environment as well as do well with my colleagues and work vicariously, increasing the productivity as well as efficiency. And this motivates the team members to always put their best foot forward. Other than that, I think the most important thing that I have learned here is to be confident. With confidence comes great results. When we're talking to our clients, if you're not confident, they're also not going to be confident in what you're saying to them. I've learned to stand in front of people and speak to them, as well as have a presence when I speak to them. Yes, I may be sales advisor of the year, but that in itself is not enough to command a whole room to allow them to listen to you as well as get you respect. So from everything that I have learned from YouPro Contact, I am truly grateful, and I do say thank you because they have built a strong character that's ready to face the obstacles that life is about to throw at me.
So my journey here has been different. So I did start as an agent. I was dialing a campaign for over 7 months, I think. And then later on, I got to apply for this position that I just mentioned in IT support. And I did my interviews like everybody else, and I had the chance to get the position. Yeah, I was quite lucky. Yeah, that's what I can say. And so initially when I came here, I was looking for a different position, and I just had to, join campaigns as an agent, hoping that one day there will be an open position, which did happen. And then I did get a chance to apply for it, and I got it. So basically here you learn a lot of things. So for me, my journey, I would say communication. My communication skills have improved like a lot. And now I can communicate much better. I can speak to people more openly. And I've become more direct. Even though at home they are like, I do sound a bit rude in some cases, because now I just go straight to the point. Back in the day, I used to be like, okay, let's do this, let's say that, but now I just go straight to the point. So I think that's one of the things I've taken from this place, being direct, communication as well, which is a very good and important skill in life. Yep. And the other thing I've learned is to work in, what can I say? To work in an environment where there are different kinds of people from different walks of life and backgrounds. So in terms of that, now I can interact with different people. I understand different backgrounds of people. And just because we do have various various departments, I know how to integrate the departments now. Like if we need to do something, we know who to communicate with. Like if you want something from administration, we know how to go through the channels. So that's another thing that you also learn here at YouPro, channels. You can learn how to go through the channels if you want to do something. Yeah, so basically that's what I can say.
One of the values that I've come to embody as part of the company as well is gender equity. And in that, as you're aware, in Africa, women and other vulnerable societies like disabled people and stuff like that don't have the same sort of chances to take up different roles and stuff like that. And YouPro Contact has really opened doors to a lot of people. I myself included have become the first recruitment partner, and I'm a lady at YouPro Contact.
So I would say the experience has been great. It's been a learning cave, like for me, especially because I have to go through a lot of processes to check what I can do, what I cannot do, and what I can learn. So working with Jeff has made it better because he's more experienced in this field. He's been doing it for much more longer than I have been doing it. So I am learning a lot from him. So I think that's the most important thing about working with somebody who has been in the field for quite a while. So to me, it's more of like a learnership. I'm learning a lot. Of course, he's becoming better by the day. Yeah. So if he's getting better, then I'll also become a better version of myself.